Best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today. Member FDIC.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Happy Black Friday. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, from the VFW Sports Center tonight. This afternoon, we have a little East-West crossover hockey early season, the season opener for the Century Patriots and the West Fargo Packers. It's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that won't slow you down. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. Hi again, hockey fans. Alongside Mike Peluso, Todd Domrey's welcoming you to our season opener on the PSP Network here in the Bismarck Mandan market. Of course, we had Bismarck High and Minot hockey on just a couple nights ago, and now we get set for the Patriots and the West Fargo Packers. And folks, we're going to jump right into it. Give you a little player profile tonight. First off, for the West Fargo Packers, this player profile brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern choice to seal your heating and air game, the Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. And let's talk about none other than Bryce Mattern, the young guy that's an ASU commit, heading and taking his talents down to the Valley of the Sun. And yeah, good hockey kid right here.
Well, he definitely is. He's a he's a guy that I was fortunate enough to coach this fall with Team North Dakota in the Elite League, and actually both players we're going to talk about I had an opportunity to coach. But Bryce is very dynamic. You'll see him do some things with the puck tonight that'll definitely wow the entire building. So certainly excited to watch him play. He's a good kid. He sees the rink extremely well, probably better than anybody that I've had a chance to coach at that level. So he's certainly going to be one to be excited to watch.
And for you, Mike, a guy that went on to play collegiate hockey at Minnesota Duluth, obviously ASU now joining the NCHC and going to be up in this part of the woods. So yeah, it's kind of cool that a kid from West Fargo gets a chance to go play eventually D1 hockey at ASU.
Oh, absolutely, and it's going to be kind of cool. I'm going down there next weekend to watch Duluth play the first games they played at ASU, so I'll be able to check out the digs for Bryce for him and let him know what he's in for. But yeah, I mean, think about that recruiting tool that they have to bring kids down there to see that type of facility, see that type of weather, and I'm sure the campus is pretty nice too.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's probably pretty good, yeah. There's your player profile for the West Fargo Packers. Now let's turn our attention to the guy we want to talk about for the Century Patriots, none other than Andrew Brubach. And hey, a kid, Bruby, 47 points last year. You put him on a line with Charlie Vig and Ronis, and those guys did some damage last year for Century.
Yeah, Andrew's another one I had a chance to coach again this fall. I've actually coached him like 3 or 4 years in a row, but he's a strong kid. He's big. He's one of those guys where if he gets free, he's got a great shot. The biggest question mark will be, losing a guy like Charlie Vig. We talked about before the show. It takes a team. You got to do well with your teammates and your line mates, and he's gonna have to carry a little extra luggage maybe. So we'll see how he handles that.
Yeah, it should be fun. Though both these teams lost some top-end talent, West Fargo probably brings a few more kids back than Century does. But yeah, you're going to have 7 or 8 kids out there for Century that skated extensively last year for head coach Troy Olson and head coach Jason Triplett. He of the 4 teams we're going to see this afternoon in our doubleheader, Century and West Fargo first, Fargo North and Legacy next. West Fargo's got the most back out of all 4 of those teams. Yeah, and again, another kid like I coached is Arneson, Alex Arneson. He's their captain. He's a great player, sees the rink really well. So they've got some really good players over there. I would imagine they'll be right in the thick of things out east all year. It's one of those things. I don't know how deep they are, and I think that's always the question mark when you're playing the teams like a Central or Red River. I mean, you better have at least 3 lines and a couple sets of D, and I think that's a lot of times where the Western side of things fall a little short. They just don't have that depth to be able to run a full 3 periods with those teams. Should be fun. We'll have much more of our Valvoline and Snow Change pregame show. We wanted to get that little segment in there while the guys are out here warming up a little bit, so you can see a little Bryce Mattern skating. You can see a little Andrew Brubachen out on the ice, and now we'll have a Zam time, and we'll have much more to come here in our Valvoline and Snow Change pregame show. We'll dig into the early season standings. We'll look at the coaches poll. We'll show you some of the top returners from last season, the kids that are back for another campaign here in North Dakota hockey, and so it should be good. A Valvoline Solo Change pregame show rolls on. Timely services that won't slow you down. Oil changes in about 15 minutes. Find them online at VIOC.com. Back with more. We're getting set for Century and West Fargo hockey opener from the capital city. More after this timeout on the PSP Network.
For your small business, the best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today. Member FDIC.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
When property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on, Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealership.
You've worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Now we're back at the VFW Sports Center in Bismarck, getting set for the season opener for the West Fargo Packers and the Century Patriots. These two teams had quite a run of it last year. Century made it all the way to the state tournament after getting upset in the semifinals against Dickinson and WDA. That a 15-game winning streak did Century last year for their 20-year head coach Troy Olson, and the West Fargo Packers got upended in a state play-in game, losing 4-2 to Fargo North, a team that we'll see in our next game. And their second-year head coach Jason Triplett does a nice job with the West Fargo Packers. It's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that won't slow you down. 15 minutes or less for an oil change. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. All right, we welcome you into the broadcast booth. Todd Domrey's alongside Mike Peluso, and okay, I want to have you put your coaching hat on, your former playing hat. Season opener, you got some kids out here that are going to be on the ice, their first varsity taste, right? And 15, 16-year-old kids. How do you address that? Because there's going to be some dudes that are going to get out there and try to win a state championship on their first shift.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's the same every year. You got kids that are going to get thrown in there, and as a coach, you want to give them as many experiences as you can, especially early in a non-conference type situation. But, you're going to get thrust into a situation that they're probably not accustomed to. So you either, you sink or swim, I guess would be the best way of putting it. And the kids got to remember, too, your first impression, even with a coach, as a player, you want to make sure that you're giving them the confidence to put you back out on the rink. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes right now, and I'm sure there's a couple young men in both locker rooms that are, kind of a little shaky right now. But usually if you get out there that first shift, maybe take a hit, make that play, and then you can just build off of that throughout the course of the game.
And as a coach, obviously, you're not going to be playing your best hockey here in November. You don't even expect that. You don't even want that. You haven't even gotten your special teams probably in and everything yet. So you just want to start the process and get the kids building in the right trajectory.
Yeah, exactly. And every year I look back, and we played West Fargo a lot, our first game of the year, and it was always a good way just to kind of get the ball rolling. And you did. You'd see a lot of things where you'd be like, okay, that's not going to work, or okay, maybe this is going to work. So as a coach, you do make adjustments too after this. So I'm sure, both coaches on both sides are going to look at it and try to figure out what they need to do to kind of get the season rolling.
All right, fans, let's take a look at the coaches poll. The folks at ndhighschoolhockey.com put this together, and yeah, there's an East flavor at the top. Obviously, the Grand Forks schools have been good for a long time, and they're continuing that run. Central and Red River picked number 1 and 2 by the coaches. You got Minot, took it all the way to a third-place finish last year after runner-up in the WDA. They're picked number 3. West Fargo and Fargo North, the two teams we're going to see here today, picked 4 and 5. Century number 6, and then Legacy number 10. So I guess anything that strikes you as you kind of glance through the preseason coaches poll?
You know, it's kind of what you'd expect. I mean, you looked at it from last year where all these teams finished up, and that's pretty close. I mean, that's exactly what, you know, again, looking at everybody that I coached this fall, and you always ask them how their teams are going to be, and you get a pretty good feel for who's going to be all right, because these kids know better than us coaches ever did, and they kind of tell you, you know, they're obviously, I think both Red River and Central are going to be beating each other up to try to take that top spot, and it should be interesting. And you know what, it's high school hockey. That's the one nice thing about it, is anybody can win at any given time. And you know, you look at Minot's last state championship of, I believe in 2015. I mean, they had a hot goaltender, a forward that was playing extremely well, and it can take you a long way. And that's what a lot of these teams, especially out on the western side of the state, you know, that's what they got to kind of look towards and build off of, and you know, anything can happen.
Let's take a glance at the early season standings brought to you by Shields in Minot and Bismarck. They got every sporting good possible. They're a proud sponsor of the PSP Network. And the one thing, it's really early. Some teams haven't even played. About half of the field hasn't played. You get a couple teams in Mandan and Minot that have picked up conference wins in the West, and out East you get Grand Forks Central and Davies that have picked up wins. But it's so early that it's even hard to even look at the standings right now. Matter of fact, I don't even have them in order.
No, there you go. Tells you how early it is.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's one of those things that the beauty of these games early is they're all non-conference. So you can try out some line combinations. You can get these butterflies out of some of these newcomer kids. You can get your vets kind of picking up that leadership role. There's a lot of cool things about having the non-conference aspect of this.
Yeah, I always liked it, you know, to start the season with a, you know, an Eastern team, and again, you're trying to learn so much in such a short little, you know, period of time. You know, they've only been practicing for about 2 weeks, and that's not enough time. You know, you got 1 week where you're basically trying out, and then the next week you're trying to put together a team. And you know, talking to Coach Olson earlier this week, you know, asking him, well, you know, what his thoughts were, and he's like, dude, I haven't even been able to figure out who's playing yet, you know. So, I mean, I get it. I totally understand how he feels. It's overwhelming, actually, because it is such a crunched up season. I mean, the season really is, what, 3.5 months old, you know, is all it is. So you don't have a lot of time. And, you know, but again, we talked about a little bit before the broadcast. I mean, you can't win the state title the first weekend, but you can certainly put yourself behind the 8 ball in a hurry, too.
Now we'll take a timeout, fans. We'll come back with a little bit of a preview as we'll look at what we expect to see out of the Century Patriots tonight and what we expect out of the West Fargo Packers, our team profiles when we come back. Thanks again to Shields for bringing you those standings. And this is our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. 15 minutes or less, oil changes. Stay in your car. Drive through oil change locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. We'll talk Packers. We'll talk Patriots when we come back on the PSP Network.
Who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from?
I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team. Like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Todd Domrey's Mike Peluso back at the VFW Sports Center. Good to have the whole Domrey's crew tonight as Luke and Landon Domrey's run the cameras for us on the PSP Network tonight as we get set for the season opener. West Fargo in town to take on the Century Patriots. Let's talk a little bit about these West Fargo Packers and their second-year head coach, Jason Triplett. They returned 5 of their top 6 scorers from a year ago. You talked about Bryce Mattern earlier, Brody Medina, Ian Scarry, Noah Betker, and Zach Kaysen. They got 10 seniors, so that's a pretty good place to start for a team that's picked number 4 now in the EDC and in the state.
Yeah, that's why I said I think it's going to be interesting to see how they stack up, game in and game out east against some of the better teams. But usually when you got an older squad like that, when you can carry a high school team, heavy senior, junior dominant, that usually tends to lead to a lot of victories throughout the course of the year. So certainly I'm sure they're going to be just one of those teams that you don't want to go to bed with, or fall asleep playing them, even if you're one of the better teams, they'll get you.
And in net tonight for West Fargo, Gavin Norton got a lot of time last year. Played 19 games last year for West Fargo. Michael Jacobson actually gets the start tonight. Had 3 starts last year, won all 3 of them with some nice numbers. Put up a point, like 5 goals against average in those 3 wins, and stopped a lot of pucks for the West Fargo Packers. All right, the Century Patriots, they don't return as many guys as West Fargo does for their head coach, Troy Olson, in his 20th season. He's now the elder statesman.
Yep, he is. He's the KG vet of North Dakota high school hockey now. I was giving him crap about that the other night with Matt Stockard stepping down over in Jamestown. So certainly that's a great accomplishment to be able to stick it out that long, that many years, and he's done great. He's had good teams. They've made some good runs, and I think the kids like him. So that's important.
And Century, they returned 4 of their top 10 scorers. Obviously, they graduated a crew of juniors and seniors and juniors that have moved on. Hayden Ritter, Dawson Lentz, Caden Ronas, Ben Leduc. You mentioned Charlie Vig. Yeah, that's a lot of firepower that Century lost. They bring back Hayden Eckert, an all-WDA kid, Andrew Brubach, and also all-WDA, 47 points, number 11 in the state last year. So you got Heath Frickman, Keaton Schulte. You got some kids you can build around, but it's going to be a building process for Century early on.
Oh, certainly, and I'm sure Ole's hoping that there's a couple of the younger guys that really step up and kind of can fill some of the shoes of some of the pieces that they lost. And certainly you're going to look heavily towards the Brubachs and the Eckerts. I mean, those kids are going to have to carry a lot of the weight. And, another kid that we haven't really talked about is their goaltender. Kleingen. I know him personally. He's actually Mark Erickson, the guy that I coached with's nephew. So there's a little relationship there. He's a very, very competitive kid, and he's going to have a good year as well. He's going to have to. He's probably going to see a lot of shots, so he's going to have to stand up and. What's the old saying? Take the bull by the horns, or.
And Jaden did some nice things last year. He got in 9 games, went 9-3 a season ago, and had a 2.26 goals against average, 87% shots saved, and so Jaden Kleingen getting a chance now, taking over for Hoyt Ewell in net for the Century Patriots. And you heard and saw those starting 5 out there for West Fargo. You got Bryce Mattern, Ian Scarry, Brody Medina, and that line that's going to be out there first, along with the D pair of Ryland Bradall and Alex Arneson. And in net, we mentioned Mike Michael Jacobson. Your first 5 out there for the Patriots. You're going to have Andrew Brubachen, and he'll be on a line centered by Hayden Eckert, who's playing D a little bit. And then last year he was forward, and he went to D. Now he's back to forward again. Then Aiden Johnson, AJ will be on that line with Brubachen and Eckert. Your D pair, Ty Backus and Aiden Johnson, and the senior Jaden Kleingen in net again for head coach Troy Olson. Century in those whites, outlined in red and blue, and of course the Packers in the green and whites as always. All right, fans, time to honor America. Playing of our national anthem. We'll keep it right here. Say thanks to our servicemen and women. A lot of things to be thankful for your Thanksgiving time and Black Friday. As here's our national anthem. All right, nice rendition of our national anthem, and our thanks to Valvoline Instant Oil Change for bringing you our pregame show today. No time wasted. Full service oil change in 15 minutes, no appointment needed. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find us online at VIOC.com. All right, let's get ready for hockey.
It's time.
It is time.
It actually feels like we were just here like not that long ago, so it's amazing it's been a year already.
Hey, I know you were, I wasn't even ready. I didn't have my hat on. I didn't have my glasses on. It was like, man, it felt like the first game of the year.
Yeah, well, we all got to get the rust out.
All got to get the rust out, exactly. You know, the one kid who put on a little muscle is old Hayden Eckert.
Get a little bigger?
Yeah. I mean, I looked at he was like 205 and 6'2", 215. That's a big frame.
That's not bad. That's a good base.
Yeah, and still just a sophomore, Eckert. Looks around at his line mates, and we're just about set for hockey this afternoon. Good to have you on for the double tilt tonight. Double header. We'll have Fargo North and Legacy coming up next. Well, the Zebras are ready. The teams are organized. Jacobson in net for the Packers is ready. Kleingen in net for the Century Patriots is ready. And Brubachen and Scary will be taking a draw. Is conversation going on? What is that about?
Oh, it's the new rules with the neck guards. He doesn't have the matter and doesn't have the exact one that he's supposed to have on. You know, and I get it. These kids they're not used to it yet, so they didn't grow up with them on. So now to put him on, he's got like a mock turtleneck, and I don't think that was going to suffice. So they just gave him one. Now he's not happy. I know.
You know what that reminds me of is when the kids come out with the chains and.
Yep.
They got the jewelry, they got the studs on. Yeah, no, you can't wear that. All right, we're underway. Johnson plays it at center for Century. Scary gets belted down by Brubachen. Big hit early on. The Patriots dump it in. Down deep was Brubach, and out to the line. Backus holds. Eckert shovels down low. Brubach, and he gets pelted. Scarry got him right back for what happened at center ice 2 seconds ago. And now here comes the wheeling and dealing Bryce Mattern, but he is stood up by Backus. Century just missed an outlet there to Brubachen. Played back behind the nets, and here comes Graydon Peterson. Peterson grabbed onto there by Johnson. Back to play it is Erickson. Well, two teams not afraid to lay the body early on here, Mike.
Well, it's probably a pretty good plan for Century to get after it physically. I think, especially that top line of West Fargo, I think if you get in their way, bump them a little bit, get them off their rhythm, because you don't want to give them a lot of ice. They'll make you pay. So I think that's definitely been in the game plan.
Early ice in the night brought to you by Minot State. Be seen, be heard, be you. 100 areas of study at MSU. And 96% of their grads employed or continuing their education. Zach Kaysen carries the neutral ice. And it's sent into the Patriots zone. Peterson in on the attack along with Kaysen. Looking for the puck against Schulte and Erickson for Century. Strom loses an edge. Still down behind the goal line. Now back out to the line. Shot on net and smothered up there nicely by Jaden Kleingen. That's the kind of save you want to see as your first one.
Yeah, that's what he's going to have to do, and he's going to have to do it a lot this year. And just be the rock that they need back there to kind of let them sort things out up front, especially with the young hockey team.
When I used to do games with Coach Lane Sedevy, he'd be like, "Oh, that's the beautiful one. You want to feel the puck from the blue line without anybody standing in front of you, and get a chance to feel it and make a save and move on." Century dumps it in. Hager out on the attack. Loses the puck. And Mattern back out there for West Fargo, and he has it 1-on-2. Mattern wheels around the defense of Ty Backus. Slips it into the right circle. Shot on net. Rebound out front. It's still loose. Century can't clear it. Finally, they get it out. Freeling tries to skate through a couple defenders, can't do it. And there's a turnover and a developing 3-on-2, but Century back. Oh, good job. Puck battle won there by the Patriots. Sent back in by West Fargo. Johnson pops it off the boards. Brubachen has it. Kaysen had to tag up. Now he comes in. He's bodied off the puck. Hayden Eckert turns and wheels down the far boards. Doesn't have anybody with him. And he's knocked smartly off the puck. Good play there by Alex Arneson, the D-man for the Packers. Arneson lost his wand. Gets it back. Now he gets checked up by Eckert. Puck loose in front. And back out to the line. Shoveled back in quickly by the Patriots. Century on a change as Quinn Carlson dumps it in, then he heads to the bench. I'm going to have to find out who number 3 is for West Fargo. He wasn't on the roster that head coach Jason Triplett said was going to be skating today, so we'll figure that one out. Here's Schulte in. Drags through defense, tries to leave it. Oh, just about got it on the tape of Micah Erickson. Century off of a Packer turnover, has it out in front, shot wide. Shoveled wide by Dietrich Mielander, who's moved up from a D-man to a forward this year. Mattern has it on the far wall. Schulte gets a piece of him. Sent back to Backus. Back to Schulte, who dumps it in for Century. And the Patriots will change. Back to grab it is Noah Betker for the Packers. Out to neutral ice we go with 12:32 to play, first period. No score. It's only been one shot on goal. It's kind of a feeling out process for both these teams right now.
Yeah, you can definitely tell it's the first game. It's a little off. I guess that'd be the best way to put it. But to be expected. I mean, that's normal for every team every year. It's the first game jitters. You got to get all that worked out, and then the game will kind of smooth itself out as it goes here.
Yeah, it's the anxiety, it's the emotion, it's the, you want to get off to a good start. Yeah, all the above. And probably only having a couple weeks of practice time.
Right.
Draw to the glove side of Kleingen. Stalemated on the wall. Now the Packers have it. They dump it in deep. Sent back up top. D-man, shovel it towards the net. Kleingen gets a piece of that. Packers establishing some zone time with Connor Kuntz. This third line out there for West Fargo. Out to the line. Josephson with a drive, and Kleingen up to the task. He'll hang on to that one for his second save. And we can tell you today's game also brought to you in part by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Kuntz and Schulte on the dots. Wrapped around the wall by Carlson. Erickson couldn't play it, and then a high one right into the eyeballs of Kleingen is smothered with the glove. Noah Betker put that on net. I saw a goal the other day. I was at a Sioux hockey game, Fighting Hawks hockey game, I'm sorry. And the goalie for Robert Morris, he let a goal in as he tried to, instead of using his blocker, he tried to reach all the way across his body and glove it, and he completely whiffed on it.
Yeah, out-of-body experience probably.
An out-of-body experience, yeah. And then he played a whale of a game. I mean, he stood on his head the rest of the night, but I was like, well, I don't think I've ever tried to see a goalie try to pull that maneuver.
No, that's a tough one.
Back out to the line, Betker swings it across to Josephson. Tip shot in front. Shot goes wide. Century looks to escape, can't do it. Held in nicely there by Luigi. And now you get a whistle. And it looks like we're going to have our first. Oh,
I'm not sure what that was, what they called there.
The way he singled it, I thought there was a penalty coming, but we're completely changing ends. Packers must have did something.
Yeah, not sure. Probably a help if I wasn't on my phone texting my dad wondering what number all these kids are. I just sent him a screenshot of the roster. It's like, dude, walk up to the front and get a roster. Oh, man.
Man, we're in the middle of a broadcast here. Come on.
Right.
Draw in the Packers zone. Corralled on the wall. Peterson skates out of there, tried to get it up to Kaysen. Stalemated on that wall. Now it pops into the West Fargo bench. It'll stay in the Century zone for another draw.
Yeah, we definitely have a little lack of flow at the moment, but like I said, I think it'll kind of smoothen out as things go. I mean, these kids are all trying to figure out where they're fitting in, and they're playing with probably new line mates they've never played with, and so everybody's unfamiliar with everything right now.
Century's going to send a new 5 out there for this Packers zone draw. Brubachen in the dots against Kuntz. Out to the line. And another one settles into the Packer bench. Pinching in there was Bo Miller, the D-man for the Patriots. 10:52 to play in our first period. No score on that BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life's busy. They make managing money easy. Locations in North Dakota, Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Miller will dump it in deep. Brubachen operating, centered it out front, looking for Johnson, but it's taken away by the Packers. And here comes Graydon Peterson steaming in. He stood up at the line there by Connor. And now you're going to get a penalty.
No, we got a power play.
Looked to be a cross check. Is that what I saw?
Yeah, I think he kind of set up a little bit of a roadblock there on him.
And into the box for West Fargo goes Riley Clement, the junior. And the Central will have the man advantage. Well, this is the one thing early on. You probably haven't gotten a lot of time to work on the power play.
No, not really. It's tough. It's really tough.
Or the PK maybe.
No, that's tough too. But like looking out on West Fargo side of things. I mean, again, I had Bryce killing a lot of penalties this fall for us at Team North Dakota, and some reason he actually does extremely well
Oh, he just broke a stick, but he does extremely well on the penalty kill, and I think it's just because he's got a little more ice to operate.
Eckert will carry in, looking for Brubachen. Eckert fires, misses the net. Brubachen has it. Century gets set up on the man advantage. Brubachen whiffed on it, sent out front. Johnson loose in the slot, still loose, and West Fargo clears. Hustling in is Skari. Kleingen has to come out of the blue paint to play it. Well, you can see that top line for West Fargo. They are speedy.
Oh yeah, they can move. There's no doubt about that.
Mattern, Skari, and Medina, even with a down a man, as Century belts it in. Erickson in on the chase. Freeling has it now behind the net. Check that, that's Erickson. Out to Backus. Sends it across to Schulte. Keaton Schulte with a low shot, and that's stick down. A good stick sent on net. Kleingen will backhand it. Oh, dangerous to Schulte. And here comes Keaton Schulte. The junior comes wheeling into the zone. Gets stood up by the Packers, and this has been a pretty good PK here for West Fargo. Kleingen with a quick outlet to Schulte. He misfires on it. Mattern has it. And here comes Bryce Mattern. Good poke check there by Backus. Scarring in on the forecheck. Just 7 seconds left on the man advantage. And we are back at even strength. Josephson looks for an outlet. Here comes Mattern. Oh, good poke check. Aiden Johnson sticked it away from Mattern, who was looking to get in one-on-one. Century misfires on an outlet in the skates of Eckert. Still loose at center. And now here comes Skari. He steams in, shoves those across to Mattern. Oh, they misfired. Quickly back comes Brubachen. He's got Eckert with him. Brubachen sends it cross ice and taken away. Nope, still back on the stick of Brubachen. His shot is blocked. Jackson Filing sends it out front. Eckert one time, shoot, score, rebound, no! Oh, and a penalty coming. On the doorstep in the slot was Hayden Eckert.
Another power play here.
Let's get you a Ryan Family Dealership replay of that action. Right out in front, Eckert had a look. Good work behind the net by Brubachen, sent it out front. Eckert had 2 whacks at it. And Century's going to go on the power play for the second time. Looks like Brody Luigi is in the box for West Fargo. We'll get the official announcement.
15, Brody Luagi, 2 minutes for roughing at 9:13.
He'll go off for roughing. Luagi. And Century with their second man advantage. We're scoreless here with 7.5 to play, period number 1. Freeling has it on his stick. Gets it in deep to Erickson. Freeling looking out front. Camping up there in the slot was Quinn Carlson. Oh, it went right through his wickets. Schulte has it at the line. Backus goes for the one-timer. Micah Erickson plays it. Carlson sends it down below the goal line. No, it's just a good job here by the Packers, just killing some time. Now it pops out to Schulte. He comes to the high slot. Rister is blocked. Nice play there by Graydon Peterson. And Peterson can't get it out of the zone, but now it's belted down by Kaysen. 50 seconds left on the man advantage. Almost a turnover. Short-handed, West Fargo dumps it in. It's good work there by Kuntz and Wiggestrand. On the forecheck. Still whacking away there was Brody Medina. Wiggestrand sends it right back. Century a little loose on these breakouts right now, even with the man advantage.
Yeah, that's usually the whole thing too, is that early stuff is trying to get kids to set up right, and just knowing where they're supposed to be going, and that's just typical.
Johnson nudges it along to Eckert. Eckert will circle around below the goal line. Body's loose up front. Brubachen throws a low wrist, or a lot of traffic in front. That shot got blocked. Johnson will hold it in, and West Fargo's killed off penalty number 2. Brubachen can't hold the line. Century has to tag up. Eckert plays it at center ice. Weaves around a couple defenders and then just dumps it in. Brubachen in deep. Shot wide by the Patriots' Carlson. And the Packers looks to escape the zone. Century's Eckert just throws it back in, but it's blocked down. Now back out to center. Filling knocked it down, sent it back in. Freeling on the chase. Hagerot leaves it, and a high shot flies into the netting. Bo Miller had that shot tipped up into the net. And we can tell you today's game brought to you by Planet Pizza. No pizza like it. 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Draw one of the Patriots. Miller with a low wrister. Oh, redirected in front. Good save there by Jacobson. Got the pillow on it. And back quickly comes West Fargo. Centered out front. Oh, they whiffed on it. Then another whack at it by Connor Coots. Another shot sent in there by Sam Clement. Couple of good chances there for the Packers. A couple skaters get tangled up right in front of that Century bench. West Fargo will send it back in. Both netminders have had a couple of good saves here early on.
Yeah, they definitely had to get into it right away here.
Sam Clement sends it over to Carson Murray. He puts a shot on net. Pad save there for Kleingen. Backus out to the line. Murray will dump it in. Sent out front. Matter right on the doorstep. Oh, and that hopped over the top of the cage. Couldn't tell if somebody got a stick on that or if Mattern just sent it high. Murray's shot is blocked into the body of Backus. Sends it across. Century looking for Schulte, streaking down the ice. Hops off his stick. And turning it back is Brody Medina. Gets it to Mattern, back to Medina. Now to Scary. Yeah, nice stick there by Johnson. Shot, rebound, score! Well, Kleingen got his pads on the first one, but then on the doorstep was none other than Brody Medina. He's got his first goal of the season. Ryan Family Dealership replay as West Fargo takes a 1-zip lead. It was just good activity.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was a pretty good line rush. I mean, obviously Mattern gains his own there and tips her back, and you know, they make a good play to get it back to the net. I mean, that's the biggest thing. And you get guys driving the net, you get the rebounds.
Yeah, it was right on the doorstep. There was Medina just camped out off that shot from the line.
Time of the goal, 13:27.
Medina with the goal. Arneson. Oh, and here comes Bryce Mattern, too, trying to go to the back end. Mattern and Arneson on the assists. Century gets a shot on net from Johnson. Spun back in front by the Patriots. And getting a slash.
Yeah, it looks like Century's going to get another power play. The only thing you got to be careful is when you get three like this in the first period, usually the rest will figure out a way to level out the marbles in the pocket. So that doesn't hold well. They better figure out a way to capitalize on one of these early.
West Fargo goal, Brody Medina, assisted by Alex Arneson and Bryce Mattern. West Fargo has a 1-zip lead. Century with their third power play here in the first period with 2:52 to play in the first period. West Fargo on top, 1-zip.
Number 19, Alex Arneson, 2 minutes for slashing at 14:08.
Schulte had to hustle back and play it. And here comes Carlson. Tried to center to Freeling. And taken away and sent down by West Fargo. Here comes Keaton Schulte. The junior's got some speed up the far wall. Sends a shot wide, and it's going to be wrapped down the ice there by Ashton Riegestrand. Settled down by Kleingen. And Eckert has it on his stick. Here comes Hayden. Poke checked away by Wiggestrand momentarily. Eckert circles, looking, sends it out to the line to Brubakken. Back to Eckert. Eckert will fire, didn't get through, rebound, score! Well, it's almost a carbon copy of what happened on the other end.
Yeah, that's big for Century because, like I said, you better get one out of those 3 power plays, and they were able to capitalize here. So that's huge. I was going to make a comment about it before the face-off, but you're only going to get so many of these opportunities, and you better capitalize on them when you're getting them.
Ryan Family Dealership replay. There you see the shot by Hayden Eckert, and there is Aiden Johnson on the doorstep to knock it home. Johnson has the goal. See if there's another goal or another assist here.
15, Aiden Johnson.
Aiden Johnson has the goal.
With the assist is number 2, Hayden Eckert.
Hayden Eckert has the assists, and the Packers offside.
Patriots on the power play. Johnson from Eckert at 15:05.
So the question I have for you is, you see both those goals, and the goalies early on not controlling the rebounds, but then you don't have guys clearing those pucks. I mean, if you can make the first save, a lot of times you say, hey, we won, but in those cases you can't clear it, and somebody camped out and knocks it home.
No, that's huge. I mean, that's typical for early season as well. Guys just aren't quite used to, doing what they're supposed to be doing. I mean, there's still, a lot of these guys are still in summer hockey mode, I used to always call it, and it takes a while to get them out of that.
Good forecheck here by the Packers. Josephson sends it in deep. Medina leaves it behind the net for Mattern. Mattern bodied off the puck by Johnson. Micah Erickson couldn't control it, sent back on net by Medina. Century can't clear. Rifled back in by the Packers. 1 minute to play, first period. Century has it to Schulte. Tries to get it ahead to Erickson, does. Pops it off the wall. Erickson's shot is blocked. And where did it go?
It's up in the netting.
Oh, it's one up in the netting. I was like, I couldn't see it.
Yeah, she disappeared.
Century with 10 shots. West Fargo with 10 shots. With 48 seconds to play first period, we're tied at 1. Century wins the draw. And a wrister from the point, rebound, looking for a putback there was Brubakken, who has it back on his stick. Leaves it for Johnson. Oh, just wide. Johnson back out front. Oh, and Brubakken missed the net. Century's buzzing. Patriots get it to Eckert. Low wrister off the pad. Brubakken on the weak side. Sent out in front. Johnson knocked off the puck. Good action here by Century. And the Patriots at center just sent it right back in. Good shift there by the Century Patriots. West Fargo almost with a turnover out to center ice. Trenton Connor throws it back in for the Patriots. It's down to 7, down to 5. And our first quarter. It's early season, folks. It's early season. Our first period is in the books.
Packers 1, your Century Patriots 1.
Stay tuned. Our Magic Towing intermission report comes up next. You blow it, they'll tow it. Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. 1-1 at the end of 1 from the VFW in the season opener. West Fargo and Century doing battle here on the home ice of the Century Patriots. Magic Towing intermission report comes up next. End of 1. Century 1, West Fargo 1. More after this break on the PSP Network.
Brought to you by like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
That's our Magic Towing intermission report, tied at 1 in our first intermission. West Fargo got on the board first. Century answered, and a little bit of everything there, I guess, in period number 1. The hitting was there early on, a little bit of ragtag. I think hockey, probably first game expected, right? A little unorganization, but yeah, good saves by both goalies, good rebound, good guys getting to the net, scoring goals, right?
I think it was, a lot what we expected to see, and I thought Century did a good job, being physical. I think that's the biggest thing for them, to try to keep the first line of West Fargo at bay as best they can, and they did a good job of it.
Big week of sports coming up here on the PSP Network. I don't have the graphic loaded up, but here's your action coming up next week as Mandan will be at Minot on hockey on Tuesday night. You got Kenmare Bowbells at South Prairie Max in girls basketball. Thursday nights, we'll be over at the Starion Sports Complex in Mandan for Legacy and Mandan hockey. You got boys wrestling, Williston at Minot also on Thursday. Friday night, you got West Fargo at Minot, boys basketball, Cheyenne at Bismarck High in boys basketball, and Mohall Lansford Sherwood at Ned Rose in girls basketball. Saturday night, we'll end the week next week with Cheyenne at Minot, boys basketball, Shanley at Mandan for a girls and boys doubleheader. As you can like and follow us on our social media channels, and follow us, subscribe to us on our YouTube channel so you can see when we come live on all of our broadcasts, and follow us again on Facebook and Twitter to find out all the action upcoming on the PSP Network. It's our Magic Towing intermission report. Put this number in your phone right now, 701-509-4011. Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. And if you mention the PSP Network, you get $50 off your next tow from the fine folks at Magic Towing. All right, Mike, let's pull up the numbers here from period number 1. West Fargo and Century tied at 1. Jaden Kleingen stops 9 of the 10 shots he sees. Michael Jacobson has 11 of the 12 shots he sees stopped. And probably the biggest number there, Century, as you said, they almost had to capitalize on that power play. If they go 0 for 3, that's going to even out at some point in time, and you got to take advantage when the opportunity is there.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I don't know if it's just in a reffing DNA or what it is, but they'll figure out a way to make it as even as they can so they don't get their butts chewed by the coaches. So, yeah, it's going to happen. I mean, Century's going to take a penalty here or two, and hopefully they can keep them off the scoreboard as well.
Yeah, there's your numbers brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. You can find them online at driveryan.com. All right, fans, we'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll run through the scoring plays from the first half and from the first period. Jeez, that's twice.
Yeah.
It is early season. Yep.
I'm laying off you. I won't say anything.
Yeah, thanks. I like the chuckles, though. That's always good.
You like the head snap on the first quarter?
Oh, goodness. It happens. We'll come back with the scoring plays from our first period, and we'll have more as our Magic Towing intermission report rolls on. Tied at 1 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. First intermission from the VFW. West Fargo and Century knotted up in a season opening duel.
You buy. Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Mike Peluso, Todd Domrys, Luke Domrys, Landon Domrys back with you at the VFW Sports Center in Bismarck. First intermission, West Fargo and Century tied up at 1. Here's your scoring plays from the first period. As West Fargo got on the board first, 3:33 mark of that first period. You get a puck that comes out to the line here. Scarry lost the handle on it. Then Arneson just sent it on net. And Brody Medina wraps it home. The assist to Arneson and mattered. And West Fargo took a 1-zip lead at the 3:33 mark of period number 1. little rebound goal, knocked home smartly there by Medina for his first of the season. And then Century, just a minute and 20 seconds later, on the man advantage, the Patriots put it on the stick of Hayden Eckert. I thought Backus should have got an assist on this goal as well, but then there's Aiden Johnson popping it home on the backhand to not our score up here at 1. What would you like about those two goals? Other you always talk about it. If you want to score goals, go to the net.
Yeah, that's where it happens. If you can get your kids trained to shoot pucks, I thought Century did a really good job, especially on their power play of getting pucks towards the net. And that's huge. And if you get the right guys going, there's a million different cliches of what you say or what you call that area, but the tough area. I always said if you can get near the blue paint, that's key. And a lot of guys don't like to go there, but the ones that do, they get rewarded.
West Fargo gets that goal from Brony Medina, and Century answers with the tally from Aiden Johnson. About a minute and actually I said minute 20. It was a minute 30 seconds exactly apart in that first period, late in the first period. So Coach Olson and Coach Triplett, what do you think the message is here in the locker room here after 17 minutes of hockey?
Well, I think they're probably both telling everybody just settle down now. You got a period under your belt now. You can just go out and relax and play a little bit. And that's the biggest message, I'm sure. And they're making some adjustments. Of course, they're trying to figure out again where who fits with who. You put different players with it takes a while, but I think they're both probably relaying the same message. Just relax now and play. You're all veterans now.
1-1 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Our thanks to Magic Towing for bringing you our intermission reports. Magic Towing. No job too big or too small. 701-509-4011. Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. Period number 2 comes up next here on the PSP Network.
Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Priceless memories. Learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go. The team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, getting set for period number 2. Well, it is early season, and I somehow had a blank on number 3 for West Fargo. He was a starter, for crying out loud. Ryland Bradall. Yeah, I was trying to figure out who that cat was the entire period. He played good, too.
Yeah, well, I'll give you credit, though. He just wasn't on the one sheet, that's all. Can't fault you for that.
All right, set for action here in period number 2. Patriots and the Packers. Brubachen will carry in. Rifles a wrister high and wide. Sent back in by Johnson. And it's going to be played back by Arneson. Sends it around the wall. Turnover. Oh, and Eckert sent it on net. Saved by Jacobson. Stepping into the slot. Oh, went top shelf there to Johnson, looking for his second of the day. Now flipped out to center. They're looking for a streaking Bryce Mattern, and instead it's going to be icing. Icing today brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. Enjoy professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. You can check them out at minotbraces.com. And we had a couple Serve Pro power plays in that first period. Serve Pro, advanced technology, trained technicians, fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. Schulte plays it back to Carlson. Up along the wall. Freeling got knocked down. Ooh, that could have been an arm in the air there, but they say play on. Century, Schulte in the high slot. Backhander sticked away by Jacobson. Century played pretty well here in the first minute or so. The entire action's been on the end, and they've just been peppering Jacobson with shots. Erickson bodying out the puck there by Carlson. And Peterson looks to escape for West Fargo. He has it back on his stick. Got a couple line mates with him. Graydon Peterson bodying off the puck. Kaysen joins the action. Now a stalemate on the near side wall. Now it's sent out front, and didn't get much on it on the shot there from Ashton Wiggestrand. Floats harmlessly toward Jaden Kleingen, who puts the mid on it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Century, come out with a little hop in their step. But West Fargo seems to be a little bit on their heels for some reason. I saw a couple defensemen looking at each other like, are you going to go get that, or am I going to go get that? And that's nuts. Again, that's early season summer hockey. Still kind of in their DNA right now, and they got to get rid of that.
Drawn to the stick side of Kleingen. Penalty upcoming. And Century's going into the box. The marbles.
The marbles. They got a little too heavy on the one side in their pocket, so they got to level them off.
And the Packers will be on the man advantage for the first time tonight. And they're going to send out Bryce Mattern, a guy that had 50 points a year ago, along with Medina, Scary, Betker, and Josephson. As into the box for Century is going to be Quinn Carlson. Mattern and Brubakken have the draw to Josephson, now to Betker. Mattern bodied off the puck. Good play there by Brubakken. Oh, now he's got Schulte. And here's a breakaway. Schulte will shoot and save Jacobson. Went to the deke in the backhand. Century almost had a shorty. Now Schulte just bodies it up against the boards, just killing some time here on the PK. Medina has it on the stick of Mattern. Mattern wheels through the defense, sends it up to Betker. Betker's pass, now in the slot, little give and go. Oh, backside, oh, just wide. Century can't escape the zone. Good pressure here on the man advantage as Mattern is back, lurking. Circling, sends it in deep. Scary shoots that through the blue paint. Josephson collects. He tries to send it backside to Scary. Now he's operating in Gretzky's office. One-timer for Mattern, a lot of traffic in front. Didn't get through. Century, Miller couldn't escape it. Check that was Johnson. Mattern will wheel again. Leaves it for Betker. That shot blocked. Still not out of the zone. 27 seconds left on the man advantage. Mattern to the doorstep, lost the handle. Good stick there by Kleingen potentially as Arneson holds the line. Leaves it for Betker. Betker to Mattern. They tried to slip one on the weak side to Arneson. Arneson steps to the dots. Back up top to Betker. And Century is killed off the man advantage. Mattern weaving through the defense. Backside pass. Oh, what a save for Kleingen. Thought that was going to be icing. Instead, Century out front. Schulte shoot. Score! And the Patriots have grabbed a lead here in period number 2. That was the save of the day by Kleingen on one end. I thought there was going to be an icing. The next thing you know, Keaton Schulte, one-on-one, wide open up front. Here's a Ryan Family Dealership replay. You're not going to see the save here. You might actually see what looked to be a Century on a breakout. It might have been tipped, however. As next thing you know, here's Schulte. Look at that. I mean, nobody out in front.
No, he definitely wanted that one. He got robbed on the breakaway earlier, so that's a little redemption for him.
This is number 17, Andrew
Schulte with the goal.
Schulte from Brubachen for the Patriots at 4:05.
4:05 into the period. Century grabs the lead. Keaton Schulte, as you said, got robbed on the breakaway. I couldn't tell if he actually, when he went to his backhand, if he actually got anything on it.
I don't know if he did. I mean, he had the goalie beat, so I mean, it was a matter of just getting a little bit of strength on the puck. And either he whiffed on it or the goalie made a save. It was hard to tell from our angle.
Well, he made up for it with his second point-blank opportunity as Schulte's first of the season gives the Patriots a 2-1 lead here in period number 2. Century will collect on their own end with Trenton Connor. Pops it out to neutral ice. Arneson gets tangled up, and it's probably going to be an interference call there on Johnson, and hopefully Arneson is okay.
Yeah, he got a little bit of a knee there. That's tough for him too, because he's one of their key cogs on the power play. You know, he runs it up on top with Mattern, so obviously he'll be out here for a little bit. Hopefully it's nothing serious. I know I talked to him before the game. He's coming off a sprained ankle too, and now we're going to throw a little knee action in there. So
yeah, Alex Arneson wears the C for the Packers.
Now the question lies, is this a 2-minute penalty or 5? But we'll see. I'm guessing probably just a 2. But again, you look back at the goal that they scored, that Century just scored. I mean, accolades have to go out to Kleingen making a huge save on that power play by West Fargo, and then West Fargo actually hit a post down here too. So it's amazing. You make a save like that, make a line rush, and next thing you know, you're up 2-1. So it's going to be a huge kill for Century.
Yeah, hopefully Arneson's okay. He's hobbling off, looking to get some attention over there on that Packer bench. Arneson, the returning All-Stater, the All-ADC performer. And as you said, he's a stalwart on that power play, as now they'll reorganize, will the Packers. Trying to figure out who's going to take the draw. Mattern steps in, wins it. Comes out to Betker. Aiden Johnson off 2 minutes. 2 minutes for kneeing. Boy, Keaton Schulte has kind of been a gnat right now, as he will try to carry in shorthanded. Now he'll just dump it down. Schulte on the forecheck. West Fargo gets organized. Betker will come in. Weaves through the defense. Bodied off the puck there by Backus. Betker still has it. Comes out to the line. Over to Mattern. Mattern in deep to Scarry. Back to Mattern on the wing. Cross ice pass. Batted down there by Erickson. And wedged into the corner. Back behind the net, Scarry comes out to Mattern. He looks around, has some time and space. Now it closes quickly. Schulte, Mattern, side of the goal, gets it back from Scarry. Back up top, Betker. Back to Mattern. Scarry deep, sends it cross, looking for Josephson. Sailed through the ice there, and West Fargo with 49 seconds remaining on the man advantage, and a good stick there by Schulte, and West Fargo is going to have to tag up. Mattern slips back in. Leaves it for Betker. Betker's low shot blocked out front, and Century will clear with Johnson. Hustling down is Freeling. Betker back with 20 seconds on the man advantage. Century on top, 2-1 here in period number 2. On your BNC Bank scoreboard. Almost a takeaway by Brubachen. Leaves it, couldn't get it on the stick of Hagerot. Century the good forecheck. Now here comes West Fargo with the man advantage still with a couple seconds remaining on it. Good check there at the line.
Too many men.
And You're going to get too many men on West Fargo. That's that old thing where that puck gets in front of that bench when you're in a change and somebody touches that thing.
Yeah, that's a tough area. I mean, as a linesman that's making that call, I mean, it's a little bit discretionary. You know, you got to kind of see what how the play developed prior, but it's the right call. I mean, he was out there a little too long, and the other guy couldn't get off. So.
And Century's going to have their 4th crack here at the power play. Going off will be Zach Kaysen. He'll serve the penalty, and the too many men on the ice. At the 10:03 mark here in period number 2. Century. Brubakken, low wrister, rebound, and a save by Jacobson. Back out in front, Johnson tried to get it. Eckert, his shot tipped. Brubakken working. Johnson leaves it. Looking for the Johnson to Johnson.
Oh, we got another penalty.
Kleingen will send it around. Century on the delayed penalty.
I'd give it to him. Get the 5-on-3.
Kleingen off. Century carries in. Eckert to the high slot. Eckert will fire around. Trying to stuff it in was Brubakken, and Jacobson will save it up. Well, now Century's going to have a minute 14 of a 2-man advantage. How many times in 2 weeks of practice have you worked on the 5-on-3?
0. We were lucky if we were even worked on the power play in the first 2 weeks. You just hope that your skill guys are able to kind of pick up where they left off the year before, you know, and you kind of make your adjustments that way. But I tell you what, I like Century's power play right now. Again, they're really aggressive at getting pucks towards the net. And if they continue to do that here on the 5-on-3, I would expect that they'd score one.
Graydon Peterson off for the slash. Century wins the draw. 5-on-3. Eckert to Brubakken. Back to Eckert. One-timer. That's blocked. Josephson got a piece of it. Eckert tries to slip one to a backside post-up, and Kleiner's going to have to come out of it as Mattern checked that was Scarry who was streaking down. Century with 50 seconds left on the 2-man advantage. With 8:48 to play here in period number 2. Century leading 2-1. Schulte to Brubakken. Eckert retreating. Schulte comes cross ice. Good stick there by Scarry. Brubakken, and another good play by Scarry. Century has to tag up. Patriots get it to Brubakken. Oh, almost back to Eckert. And sent down the ice by the Packers. Kleinger will play it up to Schulte, and now to Eckert, who comes in. 3-on-2 developing for the Patriots. Eckert wrists one wide. Schulte has it on the near side wall. In the slot, Micah Erickson, and a good save there by Jacobson. The 2-man advantage is cleared up. Erickson wrists one wide and tapped out to center by Kaysen. Now Kaysen has it. Zach Kaysen will steamroll in off the skates of Freeling. Kaysen with West Fargo down a man for another 26 seconds. Medina joins the action momentarily, and now Century wedges it out of there. Aiden Johnson will carry in for the Patriots. Carlson off to get it. Kaysen out to the line, held in by Freeling. Freeling cross ice off the stick of Johnson and cleared out. Oh, now you almost get a breakaway. Graydon Peterson just out of the box. He will carry in, goes to the forehand, back to the backhand, scores! Just out of the penalty box, Graydon Peterson knocks one in.
It's amazing how many times that happens. You know, guys are in the penalty box, and all of a sudden the puck ends up on your stick for a breakaway. But that's huge for West Fargo. I mean, they just, you know, basically dodged the bullet on a 5-on-3 here. You know, again, I thought Century did a better job on the 5-on-4 getting pucks to the net than they did when they had the extra man advantage. But that's huge for West Fargo to get one in there. I mean, you look up at the shots right now, they've gotten a little lopsided. So certainly that's an indicator there's been a few penalties.
Packers goals scored by number 18, Graydon Peterson. Assisted by number 21, Noah Becker. Time of the goal, 9:50.
9:51, the official time of the goal. Graydon Peterson, assist from Noah Betker. And we're knotted up at 2. That was a good move at the end of that by Peterson, too.
It was. He made a nice play on that.
Loose puck, corralled there by Wiggestrand, who rushes in. And he shoots one on net right into the breadbasket of Jaden Kleingen. Shots are now 21-13 in favor of Century, but that's a lot of that is just the 5-on-3 and the power plays that Century has had, which they've now, Century's 5 power plays on the afternoon. Draw to the stick side of Kleingen. Still down below the goal line. Patriots wall it off, and they get it to Schulte, who flips it looking for Micah Erickson, sent back in by the Packers.
Good to see Arnie back on the ice, too, for West Fargo.
Yeah, he was the one that took that knee that got the Packers a man advantage, and as you said, good to see him back out there as here comes Schulte. Schulte's wrist shot is blocked. Kept in there by the Patriots. Trenton Connor pinching. And now West Fargo with a breakout. And getting stood up at the line there was Luigi. Arneson will blast one right back in. Ooh, a weird hop off the end boards. Kind of sifted through the blue paint.
I think Arneson's still hurting. He limped around a little bit that shift, so we'll see if he comes back out.
Center the developing 2-on-1. Schulte tries to slide it across. Oh, and just wide as Filing couldn't find the net. I like the play here for Keaton Schulte.
He's playing well. He's kind of all over the ring.
Yeah. It's been offense, it's been defense, it's been forecheck. And here comes Bryce Mattern. He has got a different gear.
It's a whole different level.
How about the speed for Mattern? And it just poked off his puck at the last second. Century has a guy without a wand. Johnson gets that back. Backus walls up and holds Medina there for a second. Century trying to get it out with Hagerot. Back onto the stick of Scarry. He will send one to the backside post. Oh, and Century just clears it. That was a good deep play there by the Patriots. West Fargo had a guy there, but he was tangled up.
He was tied up. That's what you want to see out of your defenseman.
Mattern puts on the burners. Comes in 3-on-3. Tries to go between his legs. Johnson with a check. Medina flips it out front. Cleared up to Century's Kaysen Hagerot, who just dumps it in. The Patriots will change. Well, that was an awkward play.
Oh, yeah, it was a good dump, and it came, like cross corner to come out in front, and Andrew Bubach hustled to get himself a chance in front of the net, and he darn near got one there. Then he got twisted up in the corner.
And it'll be a draw to the stick side of Michael Jacobson. 4:13 to play, period number 2. Century gets a shot off the draw, now a puck loose, and Jacobson corrals that. 2-2 on your BNC Bank scoreboard here in period number 2. Century's got that goal from Keaton Schulte. West Fargo answers with the out-of-the-box goal for Graydon Peterson. 24-13, the shots on goal now in favor of the Century Patriots. Shot from the line, put on net there by Connor. Carlson tries to hold it in, couldn't do it. Now here comes West Fargo. Oh, good stick there by the Patriots. Denied that 2-on-2 opportunity for the Packers. Trenton Connor walls it off. Couldn't get it to Johnson, who got bodied off the puck. Betker steps in, high shot. Kleingen didn't know where it was. Whacking at it there was Peterson. Now a shot. Oh, tipped off a skate in front. Just missed the net. Now you got penalties coming.
Oh, boy.
Could be more of them.
Yeah. And I know I'm the guy that always beats up on the refs, but it's their first game too, and I think they're a little excited to you know, get the whistle going, and unfortunately we've seen enough of it already. I mean, what are we on about, our 10th power play or penalty?
This will be number 8. Well, 8 penalties.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
Yeah. Get your Ryan Family Dealership replay of that. There's the action behind the net. Yeah, there was, elbows are up, bodies were flying, and looks like the Patriots are going to go into the box. It's going to be Quinn Carlson. I didn't hear what the official call was.
I haven't heard it yet either.
Okay.
I didn't even look over there. You can about imagine what my mind's saying right now. But.
The draw.
Penalty is on number 18, Quentin Carlson, 2 minutes for hooking at 13:33.
Official call is 2 minutes for hooking.
At 13:33.
Carlson in the box, 2 for hooking with 3:10 to play, period number 3. Period number 2, I beg your pardon. Peterson tried to center that to the backside, and from his knees, Brubakken flipped one into the rafters. Got a weird angle on his stick.
I look like a 65 or 56 degree right there.
Packers will send Zach Kaysen into the draw against Aiden Johnson. Man advantage for the Packers still has 90 seconds on it. Bradall to Peterson. Seams a pass. Arneson, blocker save for Kleingen. Collected by Peterson on the far wall. Tight angle shot. Smothered down there by Kleingen. Low wrist shot from the point, score! Bradall put it on net. And then I couldn't see if it was redirected out front, but it finds the back of the net.
Yeah, I think it was redirected. I think Kaysen's going to get it.
Looks like Zach Kaysen's going to get the goal for the Packers.
You know, he's another one we didn't talk about a whole lot yet, but you know, I had an opportunity to coach him a couple of years ago, and the thing that struck me about him is he is so strong. He's definitely a man-child. Like, he's just one of them guys where, especially in front of the net like that, he's going to make some room, and you know, if he gets the stick on it, there's a good chance it's going to go in the net.
Kaysen's going to get the goal. Looks like Bradall with the assist.
Scored by number 11, Zach Kaysen. Assisted by number 3, Ryland Bradall, and number 18, Graydon Peterson.
Peterson has the assist.
25. Packers on the power play, Kaysen.
And Century answers. Well, I was writing down the official announcements for the goal, and the Patriots just popped one in with Trenton Connor. I'm gonna get you a Ryan Family Dealership replay of that. Well,
no, I think you'll get it here, don't you? Because it comes out to the point, and it's a shot from the point. I just think the goalie couldn't see it.
Yeah, good traffic in front, and Century back up on top.
Uh-oh.
Mattern looking to answer. Ooh, he went top shelf.
Patriots goal. Scored by number 12, Trenton Connor.
Trenton Connor has his first goal.
Number 27, Jackson Filling.
Jackson Filling with the assist.
Time of the Patriots goal, 14:44.
Yeah, that would be Trenton Connor's first goal of his high school career.
Congratulations to that young man.
You always remember your first one, right?
You do. Absolutely you do.
And it gives Century a lead. Or, excuse me, it ties the game after West Fargo had just taken a lead. Shot from the point there by Josephson. Pad save. Josephson fires again, redirected in front. Mattern back to the line. Josephson sends it over to Betker. Nice move. Betker steps in and leaves it for Josephson. A lot of traffic in front of that. And popped out to neutral ice. On net, Jacobson plays it. Good work there by Brubakken at center ice. Well, here comes Mattern again. 3-on-2 developing for West Fargo. Mattern looks backside, shoots, score!
That's where he's dangerous. You know, he's one of those guys. He's actually way better on the rush than he is anywhere else on the game. I mean, he's really good on the power play, but you know, I watched it time and time again all fall. I mean, he can pick up the puck with speed, and he can change his speed so well like he does here. And you know, he gets a step on the D, and he'll throw pucks to the net. I'm guessing that one might have ricocheted off a couple things, but you know what? When you got that speed and you get everybody turning, and you know, goalies included, you put pucks that way, there's a good chance it might go in.
Yeah, it was Mattern officially. I couldn't tell if it ever got to Medina on the backside post, but Betker and Medina, or check that, Betker
and Betker at 15:34.
Mattern with the goal, Scarry and Betker with the assists. And under a minute to play, period number 2. Been a lot of action here in period number 2. We were 1-1 coming into this period. And the teams have combined to put 5 tallies on the scoreboard here in period 2. Centuries, Freeling, wrist shot. Good save there by Jacobson. You know, how is it when you and I do these games, we don't ever get the 1-0 games?
I don't think we've ever had anything close. I think it's a touchdown and a field goal every game we do. So I guess
well, I guess we're playing offensive hockey.
Yeah, well, it must be because I'm sitting up here. I don't know. I like the score, so maybe that has something to do with it. You'll get the 1-0 hockey games with Lane.
Okay, yeah, he likes those.
Yeah, he does.
Except when I mentioned that somebody's got a shutout going.
Yeah, goalies don't, they frown on that one.
He gives me the stink eye
yeah.
every time. Oh, nice play by Betker. Wristed wide by Kaysen. Under 10 to play in the period. West Fargo buzzing a little bit here to end period number 2. Down to 3, down to 2, and Kaysen sends it out front as the horn expires with Peterson looking to fire one home. All right, we'll take a breath, and our Magic Towing intermission report comes up next. We got a lot to recap after this one as 5 goals put up in period number 2, and the Packers will take a 4-3 lead into the 3rd period. Magic Towing intermission report comes up next. BNC Bank scoreboard at the end of 2. It is West Fargo 4, Century 3, and our Magic Towing intermission report comes up next here on the PSP Network.
Brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
But we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from?
I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Work is proudly brought to you by
Todd Domrey's Mike Peluso back at the VFW. Hey, apologize for that extended delay there. We had a little open heart surgery here as we lost video, so we had to figure it out. That's what we do as, hey fans, it's our Magic Towing Intermission Report. No job too big or too small. Magic Towing, 701-509-4011, serving Western North Dakota. Well, that was an action-packed period number 2. West Fargo has a lead 4-3. Packers get 3 goals in the period. Peterson, Kaysen, and none other than Bryce Mattern tally for the West Fargo Packers. Century gets a goal from Keaton Schulte on the doorstep, and then the Patriots also get a goal from Trenton Connor, his first varsity goal. And yeah, just action-packed, I guess, is the best way to say that. There was guys going in the box left and right, and the team's putting the puck in the back of the net.
Yeah, there was a lot going on that period. You know, again, it seems like it's gotten a little bit better here as, you know, the games wore on. Kids are starting to get their feet underneath them. You know, a great example would be Bryce Mattern. I thought he was really lethargic in the first period, didn't do a whole lot, and then it was like somebody flipped a switch, and all of a sudden the Jets came out, and I'll tell you what, he's making some things happen now. So Century's going to have to key in on that. Obviously, they're going to want to try to slow him down. You don't want to let him get operating, because if he does, he's going to hurt you.
Here's your numbers after 2 periods, brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. You can find them online at driveryan.com. West Fargo leads 4-3. Patriots out shooting the Packers 26-20. Jacobson has 23 saves for West Fargo. Kleingen with 16 saves. Oh, there's one number I didn't change on that, Mike, and that was my bad, as Century is 1 for 5 on the power play, including they had a 2-man advantage there for a moment. They couldn't put it away, as the Packers 1 for 3 on the man advantage, and Century 1 for 5 on the power play.
I'll let you off the hook. I saw you guys over there, Go-Go Gadget, trying to get that thing back up and running.
Hey, man.
It looked more to me like you guys were beating the crap out of it. There wasn't much smooth going on over there. It was a lot of. We'll just leave it at that.
Sometimes, hey, I grew up on a farm. If it ain't working, just sometimes give her a good slug.
Well, that's what you guys are doing. It worked.
Well, we got her back. We don't know how long it'll be back, but for now, we do have video, so we appreciate you joining us on a Black Friday today on the PSP Network. As 4-3, West Fargo leads Century, and we'll take another timeout. We'll come back with the scoring plays there, or at least a couple of them from period number 2, as the Packers lead by 1 here at the second intermission.
Your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today. Member FDIC.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
When property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle...
West Fargo leads 4-3, getting set for period number 3. Let's give you a couple of Ryan Family Dealership intermission highlights here. As first off, you're going to get the... Well, first off, it's the great save as West Fargo had a point-blank opportunity and Kleingen was up to the task, and then you fly down to the other end. You get Brubachen with a good job getting this puck in the corner, sends it out front, and there's Schulte tucking it home.
Yeah, that's a big, I mean, again, it started in their own end with the save, and, you know, they both hustled to get down there, you know, to try and make that opportunity happen, and they did.
And then that gave Century a 2-1 lead early in the period, and the answer for Graydon Peterson as he just comes out of the box here. You barely get him, and then how about this move? Whoop. Forehand back to the backhand. He stuffs it past Kleingen, and that's 2 goals in the 2 goals in period number 2, and they came in fast succession. They were bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, it happened quick, but I wish I had that kind of luck when I was playing. It seemed like every time I was in the penalty box, puck never came my way.
I doubt that. You never had an out-of-the-box goal?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, West Fargo, they were out of the locker room in a hurry.
Yeah,
and Century just coming back out on the ice here as we get set for period number 3. Here, thanks to ServPro for bringing our power plays today. There's been 8 of them. ServPro, 24/7 emergency service trained technicians, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's ServPro. Thanks also to Northern Plains Heating and Air for bringing you today's game. Another choice to seal your heating and air game, the Northern Plains. And Shields of Minot and Bismarck, proud sponsor of the PSP Network. They get every sporting goods possible. Domry's family is dropping a few dollars at Shields today.
Oh yeah, easy to do this time of year.
Easy to do this time of year, exactly.
No, I think the reason why I never scored any coming out of the penalty box is usually if I was in there, it was for a 10-minute misconduct. For telling the ref to open his eyes.
All right, here we go. Period number 3 underway from the VFW. Packers up by 1 as we start the final 17. Patriots get organized in their own end. They throw it off the back of the official. Taken away by West Fargo. Now down deep, Brubachen sends it around the wall, wrapped right back in by Bradall. Medina gets bodied up, low shot from the point by Bradall, blocked there by Johnson. Mattern sends it over to Arneson. Eckert takes it off his puck and he backhands it in. Bradall back against Brubachen, sent out off the stick of Miller. Collected by Carlson. Skarian in the forecheck. And back out to the line, tangled up, and onto the stick now of Century's Filling. Sends it out front. Oh, and Micah Erickson put it on net, and a great save there by Jacobson. Century almost tied it up. Schulte back on the other end. Off the wall to Erickson. Taken away by the Packers. Turning and burning, here comes West Fargo. Peterson's got a goal and an assist. He sends it through the crease, onto the stick, and trying to go to the backhand. Oh, and a goal! Peterson walked it in, and then it looked like it was Wiggestrand who poked it home. No, maybe Kaysen. Yeah, I think Zach Kaysen. There's so many green shirts there. Had to try to figure out who popped that baby in.
Yeah, they converged in there pretty quick, but it was almost somewhat of a broken play. I mean, the puck come out to the point, and then I thought he was going to shoot it. And he actually held on it a little longer, and I don't know if it was an actual pass or if it just ended up going that direction, after the check. And again, our boy Kaysen, as big and strong as he is, that's a deadly place for him.
Yeah, Zach Kaysen has his second goal of the game.
Number 18, Braden Peterson. Time of the goal, 1:48.
Wiggestrand and Peterson with the assists. Kaysen has his second. Now you get a takeaway. Oh, centered out front.
Peterson at 1:48.
Good stick there by the Patriots, as West Fargo now has a 2-goal lead. 5-3 here early in the third period. Century to Brubachen. And West Fargo offside. Minor after the game, we'll have our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Planning team financial advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom, and Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. You can order online at shotscrossroads.com. Yeah, Zach Kaysen, that guy's a dude.
No, he's strong. He's just a big, strong kid.
And they list him. I'll find that exactly, but yeah, Zach Kaysen, 5'11", 195, and he's thick.
He's thick. He's solid.
Century to Johnson, right from the slot, blocked out front. Backus can't hold the line. Century's got to retreat. Knocked in by Johnson. Brubachen on the chase. Eckert with a quick wrister. Pad save there by Jacobson. Onto the stick of Eckert. Tried to backhand it to Brubachen. Eckert carrying in. Comes back out to the line to Backus. Backus with a wrist shot, and that's blocked. Nice play there by Ben Petrick. Johnson around the wall. Brubachen posted up at center ice. And wheeling back, here comes the speedy Bryce Mattern. Turn, shoot, oh, that's the save of the game right there for Jaden Kleingen.
That's a good save, a really good save.
The quick glove of the senior Kleingen stopped it from being a 6-3 game as Mattern had the rush. Slowly but surely the shots are evening out here. Century had an advantage, and now it's 29-22, still in favor of the Century Patriots. Erickson loses the handle. Medina looking for Mattern. Scarry also lurking. Century gets it on the stick of Schulte, who kicks it ahead. Erickson comes in with Melander. Newton. Loose puck at center. Carlson will fire it in, but that's going to be too tall for Gavin Freeling. And today's icing brought to you by Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. Just a programming reminder, when we get to our second game of the afternoon and now morphed into the evening, Fargo North and Legacy will close out this stream, and we'll start up a new one, folks. So you'll have to log off this particular stream on YouTube and join us for the nightcap tonight, the Spartans and the Sabres. 12:45 to play here, period number 3. West Fargo on top, and that BNC Bank scoreboard 5-3. Stalemated now down below the goal line. West Fargo has Luigi battling out to Mattern. Leaves it for Bradall. Check that, Arneson. Sent out front. Mattern in the slot. Sticked away. And Century looks to a breakout to Kaysen Hagerot. Hagerot looks to center. Loose puck. Freeling whacking at it. And Jacobson up to the task. Mattern speeds in trying to avoid the icing, but will come to the other end. And the draw will be in the Packer end. Well, you can't teach speed, and Bryce Mattern has a lot of it.
He does. He's got that extra gear, and that's what really separates him. And it's not just at this level. Again, when he was playing, in the Elite League this fall, I watched him do it every weekend. So you know, he's doing it against top-notch kids, you know, across the state of Minnesota too. So certainly he's got an element there that you can't teach.
Brubachen fans on a shot off the draw, and here comes Graydon Peterson flying in with Wiggestrand along with Kaysen. Still battling. Still battling. Carlson sends it along the far wall. Johnson pinched in there by Josephson. West Fargo holds the line. Century wedges it out of there. And Bo Miller touches it, and somebody's going off. The backside official.
Must be Century.
Is going to send Century's Quinn Carlson off for a couple. And West Fargo will have their 4th power play of the evening.
See, those marbles are getting tighter.
It's now 5-4.
Amazing.
And Scarry will take the draw. And he wins the draw. Back to Betker. One-timer for Josephson. Rebound out in front. And Kleingen puts the mid on it.
For roughing at 5:38.
Yeah, Minor, as part of our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show, we'll have our Move of the Game, brought to you tonight by Spas, etc., and we'll have our Sport Clips Player of the Game. Betker to Matter. Back to Matter. Back to Betker. Traffic out in front. Betker's wrist shot shuttles over in front of the Century bench. Scarry down deep. Mattern collects. Mattern steps in, tried to send a back post pass, and that's tipped away by Schulte out to the line, kept in by Betker. Mattern walks in, and
more.
Century's going off. I think
might be both. I think they were jostling all in front, so my guess is he's taking them both.
Yep. Eckert and Medina. So we'll still have 117 on the Packer man advantage. West Fargo wins that draw.
Penalties on the Packers, number 16.
And a good stick there by Brubachen.
Patriots, number 2, Hayden Eckert. 2 minutes each for unsportsmanlike conduct at 6:21.
Well, the 2-minute unsportsmanlike to both those guys. They were giving each other the business right in front of the net.
Yeah, just let them go.
Eckert of the Patriots, 2 for unsportsmanlike at 6:21.
When they're doing that, they usually even it out.
Arneson, Bradall, back to Arneson. Check that, that's Peterson. Wrist shot blocked. Nice play and a good stick there by Andrew Brubachen. Brubachen almost took it away. Back to play, it was Arneson. And here comes Wiggestrand. Steaming into the Century zone. Leaves it for Peterson. Out to the line to Bradall. Cross ice, hit a skate. Back behind the net, Kaysen looking for the hat trick. Peterson, cross ice, one-timer, wide. Arneson with the heavy shot. Now stepping into the slot was Peterson, and his shot blocked up into the netting. Well, Century getting some bodies in the angles this time.
Yeah, that's a little better kill for him here.
14 seconds left on the man advantage for West Fargo. 4th power play of the afternoon for the Packers. They've converted once. And Century will whip it down. Aiden Johnson. That'll just about extinguish the time. It's down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. And the Patriots have killed off the man advantage. Peterson wheels down deep. Comes up to the line to Bradall. Low wrist shot, tipped out front as Wiggestrand got a stick on it. Kaysen down deep. Now the Packers they have had a lot of zone time here in third period.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you look at the ice right now, it's a lot wider down on that end than it is down on the other end. So certainly the zone time has changed a little bit here.
It is tilted a little bit. A couple bodies down as Bradall collects, sends it up to Luigi. Cross ice pass for Kaysen. A little bit behind him, has to retreat. Back to Bradall. Back to Kaysen. That just about hit him as he was going off. We just about had another too many men on the ice penalty. Century, nobody touched that, so that'll be icing on the Patriots as Filling couldn't put a stick on it. Yeah, thanks again to ServPro for bringing you our power plays today. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's ServPro. Played down deep by Bo Miller. Now on the far wall, Patriots and the Packers battling. And Hayden Eckert, oh, slippery move. Sends it on a net with the backhand. How about that goal? That would be a yeoman's effort.
That was a good effort.
Well, he said 6'2", 215, and he used the strength right there. Did none other than Hayden Eckert. It's a Ryan Family Dealership replay. Watch this effort from center ice on in. Loose puck pops out to center, and now Eckert has got 1, 2, 3 Packers surrounding him. He tips it ahead and then just backhands it and beats Michael Jacobson.
Century Patriots goal scored by number 2, Hayden Eckert. Alone at 8:50.
I think that's going to be unassisted, correct?
Yeah. Of the Patriots unassisted at 8:50.
1-goal game, 5-4. Oh, here's a chance for Scarry. Oh, and it's smothered up by the netminder Kleingen. Well, this is about par for the course, Mike, and you and I do games. 9 tallies.
Yep, we're up there. What's the over and under for the next game?
I don't know. Legacy doesn't usually score as many,
No,
at least. So I don't know, though. Just something about it. Century has a chance developing here for Aiden Johnson. He's got Eckert steaming in with him, and Johnson sends it through the blue paint. Patriots converge. Trenton Connor holds it in. Brubakken with a distance wrist shot, and that's an easy save there for Jacobson. Well, hey, you know, it stays a 1-goal game. You know, you got to work on things. I mean, you might get an empty net as a coach. You've had plenty of opportunities for the special teams today. You've had 5-on-3. I mean, that's the kind of stuff you want to get accustomed to here in the early season.
They're getting it all underneath their belt. Oh, here we go again.
And a takeaway, and Hayden Eckert has just knocked in back-to-back goals, and we are tied. Let's get your Ryan Family Dealership replay. As it was innocent enough off the draw. Now this might be an extended one. Hopefully we have enough tape here on the replay.
We're going to find out.
Eckert stepped in, yeah, right in the slot. There it was.
Century Patriots goal, scoring his 2nd goal of the game.
Was that another unassisted one?
Yeah, probably.
With the assist is number 15, Aiden Johnson.
Aiden Johnson.
Time for the goal, 9:43.
9:43 the time of the goal. Hayden Eckert has his second of the game. And an assist to boot as well for Eckert in the first period. So a 3-point game for Eckert, along with Graydon Peterson, who's got a 3-point night for West Fargo. Tied at 5 with under 7 to play. Peterson, nice move at his own blue line. Drags it around the defense. Peterson steps in. Oh, just over the pipe. Schulte tries to knock it out of the zone. Melander throws it up high. Still kept in by Peterson. Kleingen out behind the net to play it. Melander just holds on to it. Now Peterson comes out of there on a backhand shot. Taken away by Bo Miller. Miller tries to backhand it. Couldn't get anything on it. It's played by Kaysen. Zach flips it up, not out. Miller right back into Brubakken. Brubakken in deep. Brubakken throws one wide. Miller will skate in and hold the line. Century gets a couple new bodies out there. And the Patriots trying to win a puck battle. They do. Out to Connor. High, a wrist shot over the top of the cage. Brubakken operating back near Gretzky's office. Tried to center it to Johnson. Too many sticks there. And here comes Bryce Mattern. Wheeling and dealing. Mattern, they couldn't get him, and he shoots and scores! Yeah, that was a move.
Yeah, like I said, he's good on the rush. You give him a little room, look out.
Century tried to take the body, and they couldn't do it. Ryan Family Dealership replay. Here's the speed. And the Century's got 3 guys back here in essence.
Right.
And he's whoop, through 2 of them, and he didn't make any mistake at the tail end of that. He pops it into the back of the nets, and the Packers regain the lead.
This goal, scorer number 7, Bryce Mattern, unassisted at 11:32.
Oh, Mattern has his second of the game.
Mattern unassisted at 11:32.
And with 5:10 and counting to play, here comes Mattern again. Shoots high. Bradall tried to keep it in. Bechter tries to rifle through the defense, couldn't do it. Century bottled up. And here comes Scary, his shot blocked to the far side. 6-5, Packers on top with 4:37 to play in the contest. Scary tries to collect. Mattern has it on his stick. He's double teamed by a couple Patriots. And Brubakken comes out of there with it for Century. Andrew Brubakken to the backhand, lost the handle. Knocked off the puck. Here comes Arneson. His centering pass tipped away. Connor back to play it for the Patriots. Centered out front, Medina tried to get it, and now Arneson wraps at it. That's blocked. Sharp angle shot there, put on net. Well, the Packers are getting chances. Petrick with that latest one. Now a shot blocked off the stick there of Sam Clement. West Fargo turns it over. Aiden Johnson, shoot, rebound. Oh, and Jacobson didn't get much of that first one, but got just enough.
He looks a little tired. I don't, you know, it seems like there's been a few shots where they just kind of laid there and he's slow to, you know, to recover. I don't know if that's just, you know, first game, probably not, you know, not feeling it quite yet, maybe.
3:35 to play in the contest. Century has outshot West Fargo 36-26, but the Packers lead 6-5 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. Well, the 2 teams picked by the coaches to be 4th and 6th in the state doing battle here in the season opener. Shot blocked at the line there, and then the Packer faithful were thinking, hey, wait a minute, that might be interference, but they played on. Petrick blocked the shot, and then he was starting to think about having a breakaway, and Century knocked into him. Century sends it to the far wall to Schulte. Josephson pinching in, and now you're going to get Carlson going off for the third time.
Interference.
Yeah, that's the learning piece, right? You got Quinn Carlson, played in 7 games last year. Also plays a little baseball for the Patriots, but yeah, he's been in the box 3 times today. They're going to clean that up.
Yeah, it'll be addressed. I mean, you gotta pick your spots. You know, I used to always tell my guys, you can bend the rules, just don't break them. You know, and you want to play with an edge, but there comes a point in the game, especially with only 3 minutes left, you got to be careful.
And now the Patriots down a man and down a goal.
2 minutes for interference.
Arneson cross ice to Peterson.
Patriots 2 for interference at 13:55.
Pass tipped up top to. Now Peterson has it back. Oh, good play there by Brubakken. Bradall back to collect it for West Fargo. 1:25 left on the man advantage. Schulte again with a good stick here on the PK. Almost had another stick on one.
Yeah, he's a good little penalty killer, no doubt about that.
Wiggestrand to Kaysen, and now it's taken away by Eckert. Eckert will steam in shorthanded. Eckert around a couple guys, flips it out front to Schulte, but that's blocked by Bradall. 1 minute on the man advantage, and here comes Wiggestrand. Ashton comes in with really nobody with him. Backus tries to get into his body. Kaysen on the doorstep. Fought off there by the Patriots and sent out to center. West Fargo's going to get a new group of guys out there on the man advantage. Somebody lost a stick. Mattern tried to center it out front. Medina comes up top. Mattern lost the puck, but it goes back to the Packers. Bechter has it on his stick. And his wrist shot back into the top of the plexiglass. And Central will knock it down. Well, the Patriots look like they're going to kill off the penalty, and they'll have 1:10 to try to tie it up. Mattern thinking otherwise as he rolls into center ice. Mattern trying to slip one over the top of the shoulder of Kleingen. Too tall.
Final minute of play in the third
Melander
period.
plays it back to Miller.
Play in the third period.
Century, if they get a stop in the action, will probably burn their timeout and set up the action where they can pull the goaltender, but so far it's all been in the end of the Patriots. Kept in there by Mattern. Scarry back down deep. Looks out front to Medina. Betker throws it right back in deep. Down to 30 seconds to play. Josephson at the line. Bouncing puck out front. And Century gets it ahead to Brubakken. The net is empty. Brubakken rolls in and he goes to the back end. Oh, and a good stick by Jacobson. Now they'll send it down ice. Glove there by Johnson. Bryce Mattern will turn. Down to 8 seconds. He will fire it and score! Give him the Hattie.
That's a hat trick.
The empty netter to seal the affair for the Packers. 5.6 seconds to play. Mattern with 2 goals late to seal it for West Fargo. Well, it was certainly entertaining.
That it was.
Now let's get your Ryan Family Dealership replay of that empty netter.
At 16:54. Final score of the West Fargo Packers.
You know, in this kind of situation where there's an empty net on one end, you got a guy that can skate like Mattern. I mean, it was inevitable that he was going to get a shot, right?
Yeah, he's the guy you want out there at that time. He's so opportunistic. You know, he just finds the right places on the rink to be, and again, he's really good on the rush. So, he picks up the puck with a head of speed. He's tough to defend.
And then, the thing about it, though, is he shot it on this side of center. And so if he misses the net, you'd have had probably 10 seconds or so, 6, maybe 7, and you'd have had a defensive zone faceoff, and the coach has been like, hey, take one more stride, right? But obviously it hits the back of the net, so it doesn't matter, right?
No, but it's interesting. Like when I played, if we'd have shot that puck from there, we'd have got absolutely killed by our coaches. And now in the new game, it's okay. And there must be some type of percentages that somebody figured out somewhere down the road that you're better off just sending it down. And I don't know what it is, but from an old school, vantage point, like how I coached, how I played, yeah, that was taboo. You didn't do that.
That was a good game, folks. Hope you enjoyed it here on the PSP Network. Stay tuned. Our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game show comes up next. A final score on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. West Fargo 7, Century 5, and the post-game's next here on the PSP Network.
Brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Damn it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Priceless memories. Learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go. The team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today. Member FDIC.
Who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from?
I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Now we're back on our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom, and Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. You can order online and you can get the famous 99. Find them online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. All right, lots to unpack there as it was 1-1 after a benign first period, and then it took off.
Yeah, things kind of, settled. I don't even know if you can call it settled down. It just kind of got into more rhythm, more flow. Teams seemed to get their legs underneath them a little bit better. I thought West Fargo, especially in the third period, really kind of poured it on pretty heavy.
Yeah, it was well done. And then we got a couple things to take care of here, Mike. First off, it's our move of the game brought to you by Spas Etc. They're a family-owned business, 22 years experience. Billiard tables, hot tubs, spas, saunas, tanning beds, and they've been doing it since 2001 in the community of Bismarck. Spas, etc. brings you our move of the game. And we're going to start by talking about the plays that both Eckert, and then we're going to get to Bryce Matter in a second, but the couple goals that Hayden Eckert had to tie this game up were really good.
Yeah, I liked Eckert's game tonight. You know, he's using his you know, he's big. I mean, he's got a lot of reach. He's got some strength. And, you know, if you can figure out how to utilize that in a high school hockey game, they're going to be very effective. And both of his goals, I thought, were completely because of that. And you know, good hard work ethic and just drove hard to the net. And I think that goal he scored was with one hand.
Yeah.
So that tells you kind of the strength that a kid in high school's got as well.
Yeah, this one right here that we're bringing you on here, our move of the game brought to you by Spas, etc. I mean, he was tangled up, and he had one hand on the stick pretty much the whole way down there.
Right, and again, you know, high school kids a lot of times aren't strong enough to do that, but he certainly is, and you know, I can see him putting up a lot of numbers this winter.
Now there's your Spas, etc. move of the game. The goal by Hayden Eckert that made it a one-goal game. Then he had another one a moment later just to tie it up at 5. And then we'll get to the man of the hour that had 2 ones late. But first, here's your final numbers. Yes, I got to get a little bit organized on this. There's those numbers. West Fargo wins 7-5. Century outshoots the Packers tonight 36-27. Jacobson with 31 saves, Kleingen with 17, and they'll be working on the man advantage, both teams, 1 for 4 and 1 for 5. There's your final numbers brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. All right, last thing for us, it's our MVP of the contest brought to you by Sport Clips. They keep you looking your best. Check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. And you're going to see the goal that gave West Fargo the lead back after the 2 from Eckert had tied it. And this was a beauty by none other than Bryce Matter.
Oh, yeah, he showcased, you know, kind of what we talked about in the pregame. He's got an element you can't teach. He made me look really smart this fall.
I mean, the speed and then the change of direction to get through the defense and then maintain control of the puck was something else.
Yeah, his side to side, his shiftiness, his ability to score on the rush is as good as you're ever going to see in North Dakota high school hockey.
Well, and he not only has the game winner, he also has a Hattie today. Bryce Mattern is your MVP of the contest. Sport Clips keeps you looking your best. And you can check in online with a hairstylist today. Tonight's game MVP, the junior Bryce Mattern, and the Arizona State commit for the West Fargo Packers. All right, well, that was a good appetizer. We got the second game of our doubleheader coming up here in just a couple moments. We'll take a in-between game break. We're going to close out this stream, folks, and then we will come back with a second stream for the Legacy Sabres and the Fargo North Spartans. We'll set the stage for that one in just a few minutes. A final score on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. West Fargo wins their season opener as they take care of the Century Patriots 7-5. We'll come back in just a couple minutes, but for now, a short break upcoming here on the PSP Network.
Brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Damn it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a